Like,
Why you always gotta bring up my past experience?
so much. You think about how many times niggas be like, man, I grew up, nigga. I don't do that no more. Like, did you really grow up? Or did you die when you rolled that truck off? You know, did you truck off? Did you die actually in those life?
No, this truck is.
That poses a good question, right?
What?
So, and honestly, think back to a moment where you know your life was spared. You know how people always be like, that changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Did it really? Or did it really? Let me show y'all how easy it is to get my community to believe this shit. But James is always gonna read niggas, so okay.
All right, y'all. So basically, we talking about, for one, it's not gonna be all about this movie, but we are gonna talk about this movie. What is it? They clone Tyrone or Tyrone clone?
Yes, it's They Clone Tyrone.
So for the conclusion is 10 out of 10 if you watch that movie on Netflix. Man. You tripping. Like, you's a hater, you tripping.
You just tripping. You don't know no better.
You all of that.
You just don't know no better.
For sure, a movie.
It's a hell of a movie. It's a hell of an idea. It's a hell of a, is it real? Is it ain't? Is you ain't my baby.
Yeah. So what's this? Y'all see how I was able to, I call myself in the from my hands in psych.
And just but my bad. Tell them where they can get it at D&B.
They seen BBC Brian on
the who? The what? All right, y'all. But for real, you know, I hadn't been live with Bay in a minute.
We haven't been live in a minute. We used to go live all the time, y'all.
Yeah, and you know, we here now.
I ain't even gonna say we're gonna start back.
We are. It's been my fault. I'll take the blame. I ain't tripping. It's been me. Cause sometimes I'll be like the hell with SlewTube. No lie. And then some days I'll be like whip in the kitchen and baby like, babe, you ought to be live right now because plenty of people don't know how to cook. And I'd be like, you know what? I ought to do a cook. And then I cook with myself. So
and y'all don't never see.
It's like I'd be like JTube.
You know how did this smell? You can't smell it.
I can smell it, but it's a combination of things going on right now. Let me freshen you up here. Oh damn, girl, that smell.
For real, yeah. Yeah, baby.
I smell eucalyptus. I smell from the Himalaya. I'm like Krusty the Crab. I smell her.
Krusty the Crab. You smell money.
I smell. I smell. It do smell good.
What's it on SpongeBob? When you said crab, I just automatically thought
Mr. Crab.
Yeah. They'll let you know that you really ate this, baby.
Hold up. So let me get this off my chest right now. And it's really just not for regular. I'm not saying these people that I'm talking about. If my people are up this late at night, what's up, moms and pops? Because they be tuning in more than y'all tune in. Which brings me to my next thing right here. If you tuned in, please subscribe. You know what I mean? My people got to know these on. When we go live, they in here. They don't say nothing, but they in here. They'll say something more. I'll be like, well, y'all crazy. Y'all just be talking about anything on that thing, on that YouTube. So shout out to my people because they going to be here and I had to keep it 100 them being my parents, they still don't judge what we talk about, no matter what it is we talk about. And I like that. Because they ain't like y'all crazies to be in the comments talking about some where they do that at. Right here, bitch. If we say they doing it, they doing it. And you just gonna show them because you're gonna drop a stupid comment under something that don't even have nothing to do with what you comment. We know you ain't watching the videos. You just see two
melanated people
that's sitting there. You know what I mean? You see barbecued frames. You know what I mean? You see all of this, and then it's just like, I wonder what these niggas talking about. I don't even want to know.
So let me just go ahead and hate.
Then you type right, and then you go, you ain't subscribed. Really, what you should do is subscribe with your hating ass, so you can do that on all our videos. We welcome hate. You know what I mean? We really do. We don't address it, but we welcome it because we can pray for you. You see this right here, back here behind me, boy? Let me see. You see that? This area right here. Come on down. Right? Come on down, because I promise you, don't think this just can be like to help a motherfucker. Okay. Boy, I be in here like bewitched on your drop on your face.
That is voodoo.
Boy, look. Ooh. I wish I had my other pair of shoes up on here, but I'm B walking, C walking, the G walking on folks and them, on everybody, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Nigga, I'm walking with every gang member, whatever you want to call it. Nigga, I got people, let me show you something. You see all these lines in the bottom of your shoe right here, boy? I got names in the lines in my other shoe, and I'm a roach stomping on it. So come on over.
Why he want to stepping on people?
No,
why he had to bring any affiliation that he ain't even affiliated with?
When you gotta be, you know what I mean? When them niggas
red, he ain't affiliated about.
Gang life.
Gang life.
I'm just saying, yeah, don't come for me. But no, for real, like we welcome hate because hate will still get you taught some things because eventually somebody that you know don't see your comment.
But that's what it is though. They always hate because they can't do it. Motherfuckers don't support them, so they just sit here and hate. Yeah. And then while you hating, you really just bring fans over here because they start motherfucker on cool.
That's a good algorithm to be in a hated algorithm and still be actually talking about stuff we talking about and not really messed up about that. Like sometimes we dip off, our energy gets low, and we vibrate on the same low vibrational plane as the people that hate. That's rare, but it happens. Some in America, as they say, and we'll respond to a comment, or we'll just block your ass, but we still gonna tell you at the end of the day before you get blocked.
Motherfucking goddamn business. What fucking movie was that shit on?
That was Kevin Hart.
My mama told
me
to tell you.
Yeah, that was Kevin Hart. But real talk though, we welcome the hate because what you don't understand is people. All of our messages ain't positive. Let me just clear that up right now. All of them ain't positive, but sometimes we do give out a lot of real good stuff, and sometimes vibe and chill like. And I smoke my CBD for those marijuana lookers with the big eyes. This is CBD from Tweeter Farms. But I want to tell you that. I need you to know that. I got the scripts, Thai boy. I got JK Distro boy. I got Tweeter Farms boy. I got Industrial Hemp boy on speed dial. What up? Send me that. Ooh. And it come to the mailman. So don't get it twisted. But back to what I was saying. All the messages ain't positive. So you have a set time in our life where you can get ate up with all the hating ass comments. And then we just go back to our regular life like we just didn't chew you up. Fast forward, pause. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I don't know how far I need to go.
Back to the show. So, first of all and foremost, we said, what did we say? They cloned Tyrone. Had to get back on track. Y'all see how kind of I can't see myself on the camera because it's so bright in here. All of the lights. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Whew. Best XX dollars I ever spent, boy. Look at this. Put me on the front of the Bentley like this. Okay, enough of that. About one of the main characters, Tyrone, Jamie Foxx specifically. How do you feel about him playing in this right before transition in real life? Or real life? Because
I don't think they cloned him, man. And if they ain't cloned him, he came out with the movie just to have people suspect that they cloned him.
okay, so
They'll try to wake us up.
now,
Motherfuckers up for forever. We think it's not all what the fuck we think. But we as in not like me and you,
yeah,
but most people in society are so brain dead that they fucking, it could be right there in their fucking face and they still she don't, I say, you pass a fucking, for one, Bill Gates motherfucking, I don't feel like the movie is far-fetched, first of all. I feel like that shit been going on, gonna keep going on and shit like that.
yeah.
But you have Bill Gates buying up all this motherfucking land. He's one of the main motherfuckers that want to do tech shit. They just passed the fucking law. California's gonna be one of the first states that have meat like meat that's now legal to sell people that's not real meat. Or we seen this shit, I think, on the news together. The whatchamacallit shit. The meat that's gonna be in a little silver container thing, or whatever, that's not even actually gonna be fucking meat.
Right.
They've been fucking doing that shit. How the fuck they even know they're safe if they haven't been experimenting on people any goddamn way? Yeah. And then you seeing shit on the news like these animals can pass STDs and some more shit. So like I feel like that's been going on. We've been knowing about. If you are melanated and you don't know about this, sorry for you, but we've been knowing that our ancestors and people like that used to like, what's that? Ancient Egyptians used to heal their body like that. So if you could heal a body through sound, they've been doing fucking like experiments on us to figure out, and not just black people, just everybody. I feel like to see how much of that, how do they need to go, what sounds trigger what type of emotions and stuff like that. They've been doing this shit. Mm-hmm. I don't think cloning is too far from it. I feel like other people sit here and look and you date back into history, like some of them celebrities that you see. Mm-hmm. That's like they look just like this person from here. Adolf Hitler looked like somebody else. It's certain people that look just like another person. Yeah. Just like that supposed Kardashian curse, which is, you know, one of their aunts supposed to make a sacrifice for that she would forever be rich and famous, but with that sacrifice, it's still something bad that's gonna come. That karma still gotta come back around. So they can't keep a fucking nigga. That's why every man be top dog until they get a hold of them. They right back here. That shit don't never be the same. And that's with any Kardashian, any Jenner, any of them motherfuckers.
Right. With the message or with,
I think the shit been in plain sight, and I think a lot of motherfuckers gonna shit on it like they always do.
So there could be, in your opinion, a connection with what happened to him in real life.
Oh yeah. Show. Think about it. You remember how, who the hell is that? Bernie Mac. All of a sudden died of a heart attack. There's all kinds of conspiracy going on about him and shit like that. That he took a drink, somebody gave him a drink, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Bernie Mac started talking too goddamn much. You had Dave Chappelle, you had Cat Williams. Cat Williams been saying shit for years.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, god damn, it can't be no more clear than fucking that, nigga.
So during the course. Yeah. Okay. During the course, can I have another person up there too?
Who is? Another you?
Yeah. Drop me this one. Can you do it without the words over here somewhere?
I don't know. If you don't remove the background.
That's hard.
I told you it's slick hard with it on there, but I don't like the wording like that.
So, with the show,
I'm editing J thumbnail.
I don't really want to give y'all.
It's a fucking movie, y'all.
Yeah, I can't give y'all all of it because I hate being one of those spoiler type motherfuckers.
Now, if you ain't watched the movie and you hear That's your fault.
You need to go watch it.
I know how to do this.
You need to go watch it because there are a lot of correlations to a lot of real life stuff. Like Bay touched on it for a brief second, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm just trying to stay in a certain frame of it, right? So before watching this show, I was always thinking and listening to when we got on energy, the manifestation music when I slept on the road sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah. The manifestation on YouTube. I would YouTube a video manifestation and I would listen to it, right? Positive affirmation type shit.
yeah.
And in the course of watching that, we looked at frequencies, right? So, of music. And with having to be so much into to make this reference, think about you yourself growing up, no matter what age bracket you're from. You had Boosie. Boosie come on.
Everybody want to fight.
It's,
No matter
it's
how old
fight
that song
time.
is. If you thought about fighting somebody, they slap.
Boosie was known for that, right? Now,
Still
Lil
John, don't
Jon
get fucked up. Yep.
and the East Side Boys. Somebody better check on their whip.
Since when?
Since never. That's it. So, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, right? Now,
Go to bed. Don't ask me for nothing.
go pee.
Well, here you go. Nigga, you ain't never say hands out. Boy.
Come back here. Anyways, so those are, I would highlight those.
Nah, go pee in your bathroom or the bathroom downstairs. You can really go to bed. Hurry up. We'll go to the other one.
So those songs, I don't want to get too deep. I know over there, so I'm gonna stay up on the surface a little bit. Those come on, it's time to fight. No doubt about it. Tear the club up. All we come in, everybody throwing bows and all that, right? So Lil Jon's strategy in specific.
You know that was somebody else on those.
Tear the club up.
Throw them blows.
Throw them blows. Yeah, so, right. Same area. So Lil Jon, I think, nailed it on the head the best. Lil Jon and Twista. Because what I'm about to say is Lil Jon come in, we tearing the club, but we all around here. You don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. All that. You A-Town stomper. I wasn't even from Atlanta, but I'm from Arkansas. So I was A-stomping, but it was day shit. So, A-Town stuff. But I guarantee you, I will hit you in the mouth and A-Town stomp you all at the same time. And then right over to that, as an inches I decide. That was an album that took you high, made you want to fight, brought you down, made you want, and then it gave that nasty. So it was like a whole bipolar album if you look at it, because half of the songs made you want to fight, smoke and get thrown, and the other half made you want to lay down with your significant other or somebody else's. Okay.
I'm kind of like
right
when they did that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say is, watch on Tyrone. If you think about real life and don't just have your own aspect and views, right? Going back to a time, go back in there, I got you. It's gonna take you to a time in the event.
That's a minute, boy.
That's gonna make all kind of come into play. You know what I'm saying? So that right there for me was one of the dopest things. But you still got so much other stuff.
Yeah, that little nigga is so strong. I smell him way in here.
Slow down, okay? Sir. Oh,
Nigga, I smell that funk ass nigga way in here.
boy, about time. He was overdue. But so I like the show movie.
Whatever.
I like it. But it's not for the light thinkers. It's not for light thinkers or over dramatic
I think it is for like that.
drama kings and queens. That ain't your show. Because if you're gonna sit there and dissect it and think about like your life all the way, you're gonna so maybe it is for light thinkers. I don't know.
People don't think enough clearly.
Yeah, people don't really. But anyway, it's a good show to watch because it's gonna bring a lot of stuff in reference, like back of real life events that you can think of. And one of them that was on repeat all the time was somebody killed and being brought back, even brought back, but being cloned already. So the same way the coroners roll up on your ass and you, all of a sudden you down here waiting on your family to identify you, they see what they think is you going in the ground, and somebody like you, exactly like you, maybe a little different.
But they say everybody got a twin. I don't know where that came from. And then I also believe the new millennium. There's other stuff with that too.
Now,
I'm just not going to get too deep with it because I think people are slow.
yeah, but the thing about that is each one of us throughout real life on a day-to-day basis, because I want to take y'all into the sci-fi part, because y'all ain't going to be able to follow all that. But in real life, have you ever walked somebody and be like, man, bro, like you remind me of my homie, or you remind me of whoever? Chances are they probably really do. Because chances are, for all we know, that probably is them.
Shit, I don't think it's for all we know.
You know what I mean?
Normally when they come out with movies like this, it's already too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like they've been trying to warn you for years and years and years to hold every fucking body.
And now they finally got to put it in your face.
And just think about it. Like, you have people like Ashton Kutcher. You remember when we seen that the other day, and it's like, what happened to him? He came out with a whole nonprofit for people that's being trafficked and stuff like that. Like I said, like I say, we worth way more than anybody give us credit for. A lot more dead than alive.
And
sink in.
those of us.
But the celebrity, like Gucci, I'm talking about being cloned. Bitch, you cannot for me that that's the original fucking Gucci, man. He don't fucking sound. He don't even say yeah. He don't sound the same. No. Type of diet you're supposed to be eating. Your skin complexion don't change. Your hairline don't change, nigga. Your eyes don't change, nigga. Your voice don't fucking change. Going through like with Carter, just fucking puberty. You know what I'm saying? In fucking hell. So he started getting too real.
Well, the thing about it is this. Those people that are bragging about being the chosen ones and the woke ones, everybody ain't really woke, first of all. But people that are really for real deal chosen, they're going to go through and pretty much live out the most, basically, because they're designed to like do that. They're programmed to do that because there still has to be a structure. There still has to be that voice in the community that raises that speculation in your mind on what's real and what's not real. Did you notice, or did anybody notice, once everybody began to be woke and self-proclaimed woke and really deep thinkers and all that crap, did y'all notice what happened in like governmental society? Like, we forever never had access to NASA stuff. So when people started thinking real deep and claiming it was open and all these encounters, NASA started having to declassify certain stuff. Okay, for the portion of believing that to take them further into their thinking about that, right? The people who are already thinking animals ain't animals, meat ain't meat, they came in and they made that public that that's happening, and now those critical thinkers are down that black hole. I believe there's more down on the bottom of the ocean than
It
what we
is.
know.
It definitely is.
And went to this little sub, it went down there, blue. So
Ah, that was just a
every
distraction though.
everything that y'all can think of, from the new discoveries to this to that, think about it. Everybody has a section of happened in to send them down a rabbit hole. Don't believe me? People that don't believe should have guns. What started happening? School shootings, mass shootings. Gave them people something to direct that focus on to take them down an imaginary road of nothingness, because they know that shit will never change. But they don't need them thoughts, and those people who are able to think that way, they don't need them off of that one-way street, because they're more likely to unearth some fucking truth. So I gotta send you down this way, right? That's is strategic mindset. Whatever your mind is on, you're gonna go down that hole in every aspect of life. Period. I promise you. Social media gurus and popular people, they get on the internet, they have views about stuff, they blow up. Kind of, sort of, sometimes, but most of the time, depending on what they're talking about, they catch fire. They catch fire because attention is directed to, because they're going to steer you into the Cardi B mess. They're going to steer you into the government mess, the Epstein mess, the Trump mess. They're going to guide y'all goats and sheep right into
Something that don't mean nothing.
that form of thinking, so that you can't focus on anything else. Because one thing that everybody lies about is being able to focus on more than one thing at a time. Listen, let me tell
They
you
cannot.
something. If you focused on something, you missing some other shit. It's best to stand back, get a big picture of it, and move how you want to move, versus being in the crowd of people who might be about to walk off the cliff, who might be about to get hidden. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm just telling you, like, why do you think we even have categories? Why do you think when you click on YouTube and you filter your content, it asks you what do you like before you go in there? They filter your ass down through the thing of categories, and they show you shit that you like. Your recommended stuff is nothing that YouTube wouldn't recommend you if you was watching something else.
Mhm.
They recommend what you like.
But that,
Google,
to me, that's still fucking programming. That's still some whole nother other shit.
yeah, Google some shit that you like, and then open up Facebook,
Say some shit that you like or thinking about and open up any app.
and it's
They
going
listening to you all the time.
them ads that you see on a regular basis are going to be exactly what you've been watching. Guaranteed. Period. Shop on Amazon. You're gonna get Scentbird, you're gonna get Temu, you're gonna get some Amazon stuff, you're gonna get cologne, you're gonna, like, it don't matter what you look up. They have a section for your ass, like VIP.
They tracking your
And they trying to keep you out the way of other shit. For real. And the people who are like get too big and people start listening to them, like your Jamie Foxxes, they knew what the fuck was gonna happen to Jamie Foxx before Jamie Foxx dropped this shit. So that's why they had. Why you think he was the main target of his own lifestyle stuff before this shit, or right as this shit was coming out? Because literally, there's a lot of stuff in there that said that ain't really said. You get what I'm saying? So one big minute, without giving y'all the whole show, at the end, the people who needed to control were able to, because they came together and because they knew the secret wording to make the clones do what they knew at the time. So when people are telling y'all, man, you should learn coding, or you should, they
Oh,
might
you
not
definitely.
be, they might not, that might not be too far fetched, because the only way to really beat the master is to become the master. But you ain't gonna be able to become that by yourself. See, computer programmers still need technicians and inventors. You can invent the program, you actually input it into that robot to make its arms move. If you can't engineer it, you still
A
need a
fucking
program.
engineer.
You need you know what I mean? You need a coder, programmer, whatever y'all call them. Y'all need each other so that y'all can build this stuff so it can do what the hell it needs to do. It's people that specifically put on landing gear on airplanes so your ass can land.
It's kind of like when I be like, everybody need a fucking job. Like, well, everybody can't be a whatchamacallit, a entrepreneur.
Yeah, everybody ain't designed for that shit at all. Trust me. Everybody not. But you have your natural, it ain't forced up on you. You have natural talent. That is your lane. Your lane might not be coming up right now. But trust me, if you can get into a lane, if you like tinkering with stuff,
I didn't even know I put this over here.
tinker with it. If you like tinkering with stuff, tinker with it. If you good at something, be good at it. Because I guarantee there's a certain amount of us designed to do a certain amount of shit. And when they find your asshole in other people's business, they wipe your ass the fuck out. Don't believe me? All right. How many of your homeboys or wasn't really no home body? They was street life.
Somebody saying something.
And they took their ass in the house. Who that is? Man, what up? What up, Snaggy? What's up?
And that's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been a long time. He said he been getting death threats and all kind of stuff. This YouTube stuff crazy. Community been coming after me, doxing and threatening. It's crazy. How do you fight online harassment legally? Reaching out for advice. Man, really, I would say, bro, if you got a way to take screenshots, because really it's gonna take more than just than just like prosecuting attorneys and stuff like that, because people gonna have to get IP addresses, names, but they do have people strictly for cyberbullying and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
cyberbullying, harassment, all that shit.
Yeah.
That kind of falls on all that. Yeah, but it's one of those things because it's the fucking internet.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of hard to like. Do you want to police the whole fucking internet? Because
they do got a way to get them. They got a way to know where them usernames came from based off. I would hit YouTube first with it. They might not lead you nowhere, but I definitely would do that first because that don't make no sense. Like she said, it's gonna be hard for them to stop it, but it might draw enough red flags to be, I don't know, to be correct.
Start a petition. Because more you have on a problem or issue, the better. So your supporters, subscribers, anything like that, start a petition to make YouTube have to do something because Google is a fucking giant.
Yeah.
And it really be ridiculous.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like I hate it, but like you say, it is crazy, man. But yeah, I hate that, bro. Cause
but let him say anything. Does they'll find a way to silence him.
Oh yeah, they'll find a way. They'll find a way.
Let him.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. I'm asking the question, Jay.
Nah. I don't know who that is.
Look, when I sit here and do the notifications, that's what I'm up. So that's what I said.
Nah, man, we ain't been able to stop. You know, people still popping our stuff and say stupid stuff and.
You can block them, and normally when you block them, it blocks their whole. Normally when you block their IP address, they block. Yeah. Or you can go farther. It's just like I don't even know a way to say that. It's just after a while you just don't give a fuck because everybody's so hard on the fucking internet. Like you use a big real gangster on the fucking internet, but they see you face to face, they be the main one sitting here smiling and greeting. Like you would never know your enemies like that because it's the internet. Yeah. But
You can't block that.
But you could block them. But I do know that you get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like a never-ending job, and it really be ridiculous because if you're gonna hate that hard or hate so tough, why the fuck are you even watching somebody?
Right.
Like people just fucking weird.
That's what I say. Start with either YouTube or blocking or both. We ain't dealt with like death threats or nothing like that, but we dealt with hate for sure. Um, there was a section of our lives where we couldn't even really see regular people, like people that fuck with us, chats, because it was bots in here going all kinds of, left and right. So, it is what it is, but you just never know who is who. So I would definitely start by flagging and blocking them, removing them every time you look around, but take some screenshots because
that way you would know what username is.
Yeah, although people are like real internet gangster wise, I would never put it past a motherfucker to be in real life stupid because it's clearly a lot of real life stupid for real. He said, they physical. See, that's what I'm saying. As long as you know the physical location, shit, you know what it is.
Nah, shit. You file a report on that. That's still that's harassment and cyberbullying
and terrorist threatening.
Yep. Whenever you tell somebody that you're gonna kill them or anything like that, that's a terrorist threatening you. That prove it's them. Right
there. They'll ship up the shape out.
Well, in Arkansas, but I think it's a whole thing.
And you a vet too, so you know what it is. Recon, baby. Recon. Double tap.
Goofy shit.
My bad, triple tap. 2-in-1 method. I don't know why they still getting it.
Oh, yeah, the boy's been in the bed since fucking 10.
Yeah, still kicking it.
But like, they don't give a fuck. I don't know. Shit, it ain't it. I don't think it's a speech delay. Everything shit wrong with them niggas. Spoiled and bad. Yeah, Jay gonna go down there with the bill like he gonna do something. He's the friendly parent. I know they got quiet until they realized that you wasn't really gonna come down.
He said, that's where I'm at. But as I said, my wife, she don't get it. Man, listen. She gonna have to get it. And the only reason I say she gonna have to get it is because in reality, if they're aiming for your head making these threats, best believe they know who you attached to. And they know a lot more about you than you probably think. Yep. So she needs to understand it because she can find herself the target of somebody else's ignorance. You know what I mean? So that's one of those type of things. And we appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Snake said, y'all look good, man. We're still kicking. Still here. But tired of that, man. My bad. That's the fame right there. So had to holler at him. Oh. Y'all gotta see that clone Tyrone. For real. You really do. I suggest it.
It was another, we was gonna talk about, and we forgot to talk about this when it came out. Really, we just got to do our own shit. But when they was talking about their weekend show, and it was like it's demonic, he is sex or porn. Oh my God. Disclaimer. I fucking like fuck he felt the need to change his nose, any of that shit, but I like the fucking weekend. That show, what was it? Idol? Something, the Idol. I think it's called The Idol.
Might be.
On HBO. I forgot. And I think Disney bought HBO.
It's actually good.
It is about HBO.
Hell, I don't know.
If you go look for the app, I don't think you can find Samsung devices. Can't find it anymore. But I think it was it on HBO Max or something like that? I think Disney just bought them. And yeah, but I think they canceled the show. But we seen the first 3 episodes.
It was straight to me.
I'm not seeing what the hell they was talking about. I feel like he have a dark sense of humor, but
Yeah.
I do too. And like on the cool, we all Aquarius, so Aquarius just have a different type of sense of humor any goddamn way.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't hit me as no like,
and I could see
twisted type of show.
how they made the scene though. Like it was just gonna be.
Because that's why I didn't watch it at first. Because I was like, dude, I ain't even gonna watch that. Because I
ain't gonna stop. I forgot about it.
I got a thought process of people, right? Especially with celebrity people. So if they told me Jamie Foxx was gonna be boxing, I'm not gonna watch that because I don't want to see Jamie. It's like you don't fit that real life fight. Now you can play an actor fighting, but you having just a real hood boxing match type thing, I'm not gonna really want to see that because that's not my image. So when they said the Weeknd had some dark twisted stuff, I'm thinking,
have y'all not listened to any of the Weeknd music?
that's what I was like. God,
the fuck is you talking
you
about?
listen to his song that he's in, be close to it. If it's darker than that, because I already, it's already dark enough sometime in the music.
But I got it because they kept saying how who's the fucking girl that he dated?
The one that almost cut himself off.
Yeah. And let her tell me he just was lying. Ariana Grande? Was that her? Was it her?
Might be. I don't know.
I don't remember which one it is. But
tragic.
Some of that stuff's supposed to be in her real life events and stuff like that he talked about. But he also already said other stuff. Like I could take a piece of your real life that I've seen, a whole different plot twist to that shit to make it make show.
A big story. So just be like, man, this person went through this. So
because when he like certain people went through that, I'm pretty sure in his life or that part of their life that he played, he was that person that was abusing nobody. He wasn't really that person there. But to make the movie interesting, you could actually see it. And he, to me, played that part well though.
Yeah.
So I don't get the hate.
I don't either.
But it's a lot of people that don't like the motherfucker. They do not like that damn show.
Niggas say the boys growing like weeds. I'm talking about straight up fast.
Playing Call of Duty and everything now.
I swear to God, bro. Swear to God.
Retired Lego City.
Yeah, retired Lego City is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And actually killing people. That's the funny part. But Aquarius. I forgot his name. Yeah. The Weeknd show. Liked it. It was kind of dark, comical in places.
It's like a dark sense. It was petty. You remember it started childish.
Yeah.
But it's real. It's to me like real life, and it still kind of put like a on like the actual industry without putting it on the music industry. Now this Jamie Foxx stuff that he just now
that's hot.
That's different. That's
really
really let you know. Open up your motherfucking eyes.
Yeah, that's hot. That's real hot.
But he's still in that show, even if he was spotlighting something that happened in Ariana Grande or whatever the girl name is like.
Mm-hmm.
It show you just how the industry will sit here and chew you up and spit you right back out. Because when we can't use you no more, we don't want you no more.
Right.
Whatever.
And we'll make you a one-hit wonder if that's what you need to be. Or one runway model. And then you poof, be gone. If you ain't down with the narrative, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get what you're looking for. And if you are going against the narrative, we just gonna sit here and use you. I mean, the people follow you down. Cat Williams, Jamie Foxx,
But see,
you name it. Like,
but when Cat Williams been saying stuff, has come stuff for years.
Dave Chappelle and
Bernie Mac, that all of a sudden died. Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac, and it was somebody else. But I do know David Chappelle because people sleep on him.
dang, it was somebody else. I can't think of. I mean, Martin. I think it was Martin.
What's supposed to happen to Martin?
Martin ain't got fucked up. Remember Martin got fucked up?
No.
Yeah, Martin got fucked up too. If I'm not mistaken, Martin got fucked up. But they let you lead the crowd so far.
No, they let you lead the crowd as long as they pulling the fucking strings. As long as you're their puppet, you can
Yeah.
you can have your stuff.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of rich people be like money and everything. Or you have, like I said, little baby. He wrapped in there. He said, "I'm gonna try to say this without saying too much, but basically, I see what the fuck going on."
If I say too much, they're gonna get me.
It's like really right here for you to know that
they will come get you.
nigga, and you will be like Whitney Houston around this motherfucker
Yeah.
and her daughter. Y'all just mysteriously our daughter same way.
What go get in the bed? You shouldn't even be playing with it. He gonna be gonna hit Judah in the head with that car. But it's real life, real deal going down. And if you're not in the right lane, you'll get passed up. Cause see, like I said, they need leaders to lead us, the people who will follow, who will listen. They need us to go so far. At every point of time, if you're following this narrative and this person is halfway right, the following gets bigger. When the following get bigger, they start coming at your finances, your health, and whether people really believe that, y'all life is ran by or not ran by the government, you got to really think about certain things and events that happen in your life before change happened, or certain things that happened in your life when you was here before you got knocked down to here. Somewhere in the midst of that fall or that rise, you were what people say, right place, right time. Might not in that specific place, but a place in your life where you need to be in order for it to happen or that rise to happen. You get what I'm saying? So I really do believe that there are a lot of different governmental hands. I believe there are a lot of community hands. It's just a lot of hands in the when it comes to leading certain events of life. You know what I mean? A lot of us get triggered by what we see on the news. And as back in the day, I think I can remember my Arkansas that I covered Arkansas, right? Like you might get a story from here, a story from there, or you might just end up having to watch Dateline, CNN, World News. You had World News and then you had your local community news, right? So now when main events happen out of state that they know will pull on heartstrings or either anger people, all of that is now on your. If you sit back and think about it, your local news come on at 6. By 6:30, it's over with. So within 30 minutes, if nothing 30 minutes worth is going on in your state, your city, your local news coverage area, you probably got 20 minutes. Now, you probably got 15 minutes of regular stuff, and then 15 minutes on everything from bad weather to fires to shootings to that's hard to say weather, hurricanes. You got all hungry people. You got this charity doing this person hiking doing. You got a lot of shit thrown at you. But every story that's thrown at you typically either makes you mad, makes you happy, or sad from outside of your community, right? So that forces you to look inward to your community. The moment these school shootings start happening, they played on a lot of different angles and emotions. And you started looking into your child's school or the schools in your area as if they were over here because we feel the need and there is a need to protect the kids, right? So whatever was going on in your local community that was shadowed with the story, guarantee you missed it because you were where you feel like you needed on the thought process. So I should never have. Just saying. I was just correlating what happened outside our news coverage areas. Cause news used to just be about your local news.
Oh, then stuck.
Yeah. Now That's what I'm saying. It's more spread now because everything needs to play on a certain string, a certain attitude, a certain emotion. Because some of the time, shit you can do about the outside news is just to inform you of some bullshit. Because you're gonna take that and they watch it spread from community to community. That's it. I mean, the biggest way to make something spread is to put it in a situation where it draws feelings or emotions or
Both.
yeah, a
Feelings and
mix.
emotions at the same time.
A mix because there's always need for an argument. If there was not always need for an argument, we would only have one party. It would be either everybody would be Democrat, everybody would be Republican, or everybody would be whatever everybody's supposed to be. It wouldn't be opposing forces everywhere. If it's opposing forces at the top, the hell you think going on at the bottom, in the middle, or wherever you think you see it. So it's designed to be that way for a reason. We all need conflict or war. We all need to be black this, white this, whatever chip you got put in you when you was when you was created, you still got that up there. So there got to be some conflict to go along with that because if not, we'll be too peaceful. I think that's how that shit supposed to work. But shout out to the three that's been here. Pretty sure there's something else to talk about.
What do you think about all of these? So I seen something the other day that was talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and they open relationship. I don't fucking know. But remember, I don't even know what brought this up, but I was ask you, what do you think about polygamy and just, I guess, traditional relationships? Speaking from someone that kind of been down that road before. But not only that, what are your thoughts? Well, I guess I'll start with what are your thoughts on polygamy?
Polygamous.
Yeah, that and open relationships, because I just said that shit.
I got you. So, traditional stuff may work. There are some people that may still work for. Is that a good thing or bad thing? It's just kind of a you thing. The poly side of life, I think it's for everyone. Yeah, it's for you. Gotta have a strong mind and you gotta be real secure with that type of lifestyle because it's things that happen when you add other people and it's not what you would think. So if you were thinking, oh, it's gonna be fun, then turn up. After that turn up, which won't take long, the reality of that shit might start coming like full speed at you. You might not be ready for that. And you might not be ready to say you ain't ready. Or you might be too ready. You know what I mean? But poly is for certain people in certain relationships. It can be a really good thing in y'all together. Y'all are already or have been a part of a poly relationship, whether you got cheated on, that was somebody else's side of y'all stuff. You might have already been a part of one of these relationships and still over their friend, like I could never, you probably already have. So, but that's where communication and trust come in. If your relationship already ain't got that and you seeking somebody extra to help you out with that, that shit's gonna burn up faster than California. It's just not gonna work. It takes a special bond to make that shit work. As far as open,
Wait, what do you think the difference is?
well, one of them, the difference is okay. I think, damn, I get it twisted now. I think open have outside encounters when you have with people. I think no, that was not okay. So I'll have that. But between open and poly, if I'm not mistaken, one of them is everybody is okay with being in a relationship and everybody loves each other. And then the other one is it's okay to have a relationship, but keep your feelings separate from that shit. You only got one person that you love, are okay with having relationships with other people. First of all, there is a good high percentage chance those feelings keep over there might bubble over into what you got going on because feelings happen and physical stuff happens. You get what I'm saying? It's a relationship. Like, unless you just hate the motherfucker you're in a relationship with to begin with, relationships normally come with a building up of feelings. So you really over into that. But that's where you gotta have the communication and that bond. Because just because it looked like this, it may not even be that. And if you thinking that somebody is just whispering away without you, if y'all ain't communicating about whatever it is or however it look, you're gonna be like that damn sub then. You're gonna implode somewhere because the pressure gonna get I think that's cool for those said people. Not cool for people that's trying to just get out here and still be fucking bucking and ducking, pretty much. You got to have some kind of structure to it to even get involved into those type of things. But if it's for you, it can be fun. When you find out it ain't for you, pull the e-brake on that shit right then, readjust it, look at it, and then try it again. Because if not, you'll find yourself like I did. Shit, your e-brake don't work when you get ready to pull that motherfucker. So it's best to go ahead and situate problems that may come up as they come up. Don't let that shit get out of hand because it's gonna get out of hand. So, what do you think about it?
I think it's just all about your communication.
Sweet. Another vote for communication.
Like, I don't think nothing like that will work without communication. Like, and then it also depends on like, but I say communication because that still is the root of all it. So it just depends on like, why are we opening up our relationship, or why do we really want to do it? Pot? Is this something that we really want to do? Are you the jealous type? Or are you not the jealous type? You like people be like, I can, and you kind. My whole thing has always been, I have never understood why bitches be like, I can never share a motherfucker, but yet you be out and caught up in your motherfucking feelings when a motherfucker cheat on you. And he keep cheating on you, and he keep cheating on you, and keep cheating on you. I know plenty of women that be like, I mean, I could, bitch, when I'm relationship, that's your fucking sister-in-law. Issues like so. I don't judge, and I don't judge people that's not in it. If that's been working for you, not being in no open relationship or poly relationship, then keep doing you. But I feel so like putting myself in those shoes or whatever. I feel like people that are in it that can make it work, especially when it's like on both sides. I think it's just basically people being able to scratch their itch. Like, I've been fucking with you for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I kind of want to see what's out there type shit.
If I'm missing it.
Yeah, and then when you realize that you ain't missed shit, it be like, boy, I don't even know what the fuck y'all being these goddamn, what y'all tripping over, because that ain't what it should have been or none of that. So I think it depends on the person, but also like communication is because the communication part is because like, is this just going to be somebody that you fuck here and there, or is this going to be like girlfriend, boyfriend number 2 type thing? Are we all gonna meet, or is it like, hey, or is it basically gonna be like a fuck buddy or not?
Yeah, you doing your thing, cool. I know about it, you know about it, cool. If not, anything else,
You tripping.
big trip, spin the cheese. So yeah, I guess the vote for this evening is communication and what works for you. Because boy, you can meet a whole wall of defeat running into that shit unknown with no communication. That's like putting on clothes in a closet in the dark and walking outside going to work. Unless you know where your hanger at, you're gonna be like a hot mess when you step outside your door, and that's how you're gonna look if you ain't communication. Because one thing people are going to see, because y'all have no communication as to how it's supposed to look. Only thing people gonna see is what anyway. So if you was searching and trying to get your little fun sway going on, and you ain't talking about it, and now the whole world is talking about you, and you didn't want it like that, you kind of probably should have set some parameters because people really don't think for themselves no more. So if you ain't had no communication and you ain't thinking for yourself, you probably out here making goofy ass moves. Goof. So communicate it and enjoy it if it works.
I mean, but that's something that, like, if people want to do, because that's a whole thing within itself.
Yeah.
But I asked the question because I seen somebody talk about Will and Jada, and was like when Jada and Will came on Red Table Talk, and they was like, we were kind of separated. She needed to find herself and figure out what made herself happy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And a motherfucker was like, how are you separated, but yet, what they say, how are you separated, but you never filed separation paperwork?
Yeah, you weren't
Bitch, because they are fucking in a open relationship or a poly marriage, whatever the fuck it is, which means, for one, if they already messing with other people and we not seeing how they gonna stay over here to go to whatever the fuck they need to do, they might not want to get a divorce. Me finding myself might not be worth me actually losing my marriage. Like, it just doesn't even make sense like that. If it come down to the point where I feel like what's gonna make me happy is not being with you, then but if not space, because I'm just tired of your ass after 20, 30 years of being married, like, that is what it is. Like, but they have to figure that out for themselves. Like, they broke up within the household. Them breaking up can be several different things. But if you're already in an open relationship and stuff like that, or poly or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. If your spouse, significant other, whatever, it's already cool with you fucking other people and you cool with them fucking other people, whatever the fuck y'all doing, we can still break up in our relationship. We can be into it in our relationship type stuff without us having to go file for separation because it might not even be that damn big.
Yeah.
I might just, some people actually do need space to be free to think and not deal with certain shit or deal with certain people or something like that.
Real talk.
Or have reminders of that shit. They want to feel like they're actually completely free with no strings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what made me ask the question. Do you feel like that, or what are your thoughts about that whole statement when a motherfucker like how the separation paperwork?
Well, thing to it is, if an agreement or understanding is between two adults, that shit made me tired thinking about all the shit I want to say right then. If the agreement is between two adults and they say, hey, babe, look, it might not even be that I'm fucking tired of you. Hey, babe, look, I need some time for me right quick. I know I love you to death, but and they say, okay, well, look, I respect it, right? You do that, I'm gonna do this. They didn't never say, to the point of divorce, right? They might have never get to the point of divorce. They had an understanding in their relationship. That's why even if it was poly, you wouldn't invite it because you wouldn't understand what the hell was going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's an agreement. You don't say, well, baby, you agree that the kids should go to a private school or public school. Like, that's an agreement here. So we send our child over there. Why the fuck would somebody else outside of that and be the kids over there to that school? Now that sounds stupid. It sounds even stupider than I'm talking about their marriage. If that was like their agreement, they went out. Yeah, shit happened. Went whatever. They back. Normally, people congratulate people when they get back together because y'all still have to work.
They never just because someone. I show for say just because somebody actually is like we stayed in. Got a fucking enough money. See, this is what I be talking about when people be worried about fucking rich people problems. Yeah. Like, nigga, you would never understand rich people problems. Dude. Like, they literally have at their disposable the means to do what the fuck ever they want to do. So if they want to do what the fuck ever they want to do in their goddamn marriage and they're still together 10, 15, 20, 30 years later, man, let them people live their motherfucking life because they only got one of them or one of them of the bodies that they're in. So if that's what the fuck they want to do, mind your motherfucking business. It ain't hurting you, motherfucker.
Because it's just really they giving you content.
Bitch, You wouldn't even knew about it had August Alsina been out here acting light skinned and shit. You can't do. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with Jada. You can't do shit like this with light skinned people. This is the shit that just on light skinned nigga shit.
Shit, maybe she thought that nigga was solid.
Nigga, the fuck?
She thought that nigga was solid and he folded. That happens all the time too.
That's some light skinned nigga shit.
Right. But it happened. You know what I mean? What she was doing.
It wasn't all on her. Like, he's the light skinned nigga that still sat here and ran his motherfucking mouth.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you even do that?
That's the ticket. Because you had to have some kind of potential game going on. Or either you were salty. Either that's when you found out.
It sounded like he was big salty.
Yeah.
You thought she was gonna leave her husband when you always know that he ain't.
And
So
right on back
okay.
And you was like, whatever. You know. I don't know.
That's the random shit to me.
I swear to God. I ain't never heard that mama. And it did not that clear, like the window. Anyway, so stay out of people's business. Because you don't know what they talked about. All we saw was the thing part of it is to see.
Was it really like a fucking, as long as they've been fucking together?
Yeah, they've been together.
When you're with someone, when you're in a fucking relationship, it's any fucking relationship I feel it's like intimate.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you become fucking family. They get on your fucking nerves. You love them to death.
Yeah. You get mad, you get happy.
It's like a bipolar ass relationship, nigga. Like all the fucking time. Y'all have good years, you have bad years, you have good weeks, you have bad months. Yeah. Sometimes you don't even want to look at the motherfucker. Yeah. Sometimes you don't. But nigga, I don't know. Where the fuck it came from this line session, but
I was kind of like, what?
Because I had to think about what the fuck we were even talking about to try to figure out how the fuck and what the fuck it makes sense.
It's really ups and downs of life.
Yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
If they was having a big down, you get into with your damn sibling or some shit like that. Not saying that you sleeping with your sibling, but that's literally the only fucking difference.
Yeah, literally.
Is that you're not having sex, but they still get on your nerves, just like your motherfucking sister, your brother, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie, whoever get on your motherfucking nerves. Yeah. You can have a whole. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are not the only people that went through this. You have Michelle Obama that come on here like, oh shit, it was like 3 years. I couldn't stand for her, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But they still sat here and stuck that shit out because y'all have kids, because y'all have more to lose than you do. Like to gain, you just have more of an understanding, like
more love in the bond.
At the end of all of this shit. So like it's like I have way the good and the bad. It's like and people, I don't think people do that because they so quick to want to be
offensive,
and they want to have a high girl summer or a high boy fucking summer instead of growing your ass the fuck up.
Yeah, they want to do that thing. Mm-hmm. That's real nigga shit though. That would have boiled down to.
I mean, the shit don't even be making sense. And when you think about it, if you ask somebody, like people hate when you be like, but why? Yeah. But why? But why? And people be like, well, do you ask anything but why? Like, bitch, you're not really answering the goddamn question. Shit. But I used to do that shit because, bitch, when I ask you this shit so many times and I sit here and tell you, well, it sounds like this. Mm-hmm. Well, I just can't stand when he doesn't put his clothes in hamper. It's like right there. But why do they irritate you so much? Mm-hmm. Because like it's right there, like that's just lazy. Why do you feel like he's like? I mean, I sit here and say something that you don't feel like your name. Like a motherfucker don't want to hear shit, nigga. Because why the fuck do it irritate you that motherfucking much? Yeah. That much? Is it because you have an OCD problem? Is it because you want to control that shit and you can't control what the fuck this motherfucker doing? Yeah. What really is it that bothers you so motherfucking much about a motherfucker not putting their damn clothes on? But people don't. But when it's that small, they don't think about it that big.
Nope. So by the time you get that big, it's too big of a problem. By the time you let a problem or a potential small problem or
fester and shit like that,
it's gonna get big as fuck. By the time you do say something about that laundry, you're gonna say it wrong than a bitch, and it's gonna be received wrong than a bitch, and that's the problem.
But it started out that goddamn small. But it's always a root to a motherfucking problem. Yeah. Like, and sometimes the root don't even be what the fuck the person's doing. Because normally if you can communicate that shit with a motherfucker properly, they'll adjust whatever it is that they need to be just. Or like, dude, I was doing this, doing that. I forgot about that shit.
Yep. Like you gotta have those moments. Like those moments are important.
But like you do that shit, right? You will sit here, shit, I do it sometimes. So how the fuck I'm gonna get mad at you for some shit that I do sometimes? Yeah. But like you sit here and put clothes on the fucking floor as you take a shower, shit like that. I can get mad about it, or I can sit here and do what the fuck I do. Whenever the fuck I do, come up here and pick up all this shit. I throw that shit down the goddamn hallway, nigga, and then I eventually throw it down when I go back down the damn steps.
It's a lot of
Bitch, it's
lot
gonna,
of area to
but
cover.
it's gonna throw down the goddamn bottom of the damn steps where the doorway at, nigga. And then sometime after everybody get the fuck up, I'm gonna have to go downstairs, so I'm gonna throw it down or what you call it, put it in the goddamn basket, and then it's gonna shoot its way out to the laundry room. Like, but how the fuck, like, what the fuck I supposed to do? Why didn't you put your clothes from blah 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 blah, blah in the blah blah blah? Like, is it gonna fucking kill you? Do it really bother you that fucking much? Like literally, did it really fucking goddamn hard to juke up some shit that you, the motherfucker just always do the shit? What the fuck? I don't know why. And I feel like with age, certain shit just what the fuck. Is it really worth it? Am I really gonna spend this much energy on the shit?
Because it still might not even get there.
So you got your blood pressure high, you mad, you come back in here 24, 48 hours later and you see the same shit.
Yep.
Now what? Why can't you, Frank, put the laundry? You over here looking like a real clucker.
Yeah.
All the simple shit.
Or you could even stage it to where it won't irritate you. If this is your household and Frank, you said it.
Whoever the fuck shit. That's
Frank
the first
shit.
thing that came to my mind.
Let's say Frank shit is down here. You take Frank shit, you throw it down the hallway, right? You throw it downstairs. Frank ass is probably gonna be downstairs at some point in time, and his punk ass is finally gonna take the clothes out. You make Frank ass either wash the clothes or change them out while you still kick it. Y'all both win. You were mad in the beginning, and this out there, you still gonna do the blah what it out. And voila, Frank is finishing up the laundry, and you go down there and all the shit folded, and you're like, Frank. But you still, you got moments in there that shit, because you don't know if Frank at the downstairs, like, I meant to get that shit.
That could be your bit of karma right there. You just that shit downstairs and hit up. What the fuck? God damn it, Becky. Right what the fuck wrong with you? It's like,
you don't know how it's
shit, you didn't pick him up off the floor, so shit. I was gonna do it, just
sometimes you have to play the game, baby. Roll the dice.
Roll tide, huh?
Roll them, you know what I'm saying? You might find some fun in there, and you might really get through to Frank. Frank might not want to be got, so just keep the program running the same way.
I just feel like it'd be so much shit going on.
There's so much other shit
that'd be more important, and normally, like, y'all gotta understand. Like some people might just watch this. Some people might just come across this video. If you this far into the video, you damn near invested.
Well, subscribe too.
I'm just saying. But I really be having people calling me, talking to me about the dumbest shit. When I say the dumbest, I mean the fucking dumbest of shit. What was that when I was looking for it? He had to build the whole time, y'all. I'm not gonna do what they do. I'm not gonna sit here and have a whole conversation with myself that don't even make sense. So I guess we'll be back at this commercial break. Why didn't you come back on?
What's crazy?
All right, y'all. So I had to go on 2 or 3 commercial breaks. I didn't even see the comments because I went on break.
I cross street. Now, where were we?
I don't know what we was talking about. I just knew I was gonna go. I was gonna sit here and try to carry that conversation by myself, so I just decided to let the music play or let the commercial ads play.
We got restream.
I think so. That's what said this stupid shit.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
What the hell's going on? So glad y'all still rocking with us. Of course, I
don't know how to block it, but that's why that goofy shit didn't make sense. Cause it's not gonna block that; it's gonna block the user, which is stupid.
Let me see. Does it go? Let me see. Yep, I can do it. I got it. Let me get it here. Cause that's actually a channel. So.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'll block it.
I got it. Done. Bitch. Black Yana. Not this.
Because it looked like it's not even on our main thing.
Yeah. That is.
But I still can see. I didn't know what the hell it did.
We need to better fight it. All right. So I had to exercise my pen.
You stupid.
And I almost think it's the first time in 2023. Almost.
We don't be going live like that.
That's probably why. My bad for letting that content slide so long.
Boys, what's up?
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
We was talking about this whole Jada Pinkett, Frank the Laundry bullshit. I just started using that as an example.
I like that example. It was funny.
It was funny to you.
Mm-hmm.
You childish. You have enough.
I feel like, I feel like whatever they did was their business, but they knew it wasn't over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just because you got entangled in that shit and you didn't read the fine print, whatever whop she was putting on you still had to go home, nigga. It's a certain thing with Doritos that we eat all the time. That was not your bitch, okay?
You stupid as hell.
That was it. You were supposed to, hey, we, bow, bow. And going on. Your mouth is probably why you ain't getting none of that wop right now. I haven't said that shit about you weak ass niggas for years though. You get you some undercover booty you want. All of a sudden get in your feelings and broadcast about it. Now you can't get no more. Stupid. You supposed to shut the fuck up.
But wait,
get what you gonna get.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? And that was another fucking question, nigga.
Oh shit! Look at me. Ding 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 ding.
Is it actually it actually brought up two, but I'm gonna start with one. Do you actually think that people can have casual sex without actually getting feelings? I think so because, bitch, I have done it. But what are your thoughts?
Well, being the master of fuck you tonight and forget you tomorrow, I don't know if I'm the first. I don't know if I'm the perfect person for that because I can do it, but this is the thing. If it's done consecutively, it makes it harder to do because there are things that are made.
So you believe in soul ties?
Yeah, for them. I do believe that. But as far as being able to wake up tomorrow and like it never existed, that can be done, but it don't have to be more spaced out than what these niggas will be getting. You ain't gonna be no on the regular or somebody that you see every day, and that type of stuff is gonna lead to some fitness. ASAP pronto.
I think it could lead to feelings if it's happening every day. Once a week, you just was appreciate you.
Maybe once a week is far enough.
I honestly believe it depends on if you actually like the person. But if I like you enough to get my nut and keep the fuck going, bitch, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. Because that's all you had one fucking job, literally.
And some people are that strong.
Shit.
And some people out here, they can't even stand or take the thought of being able to get somebody or get some meat, whichever your desire is.
Why is you so stupid?
Whatever you desire, okay? So
if y'all watch enough shit on Netflix, y'all like, oh, what the fuck, where he got that from?
I'm just saying. So my thing is this.
So what is that?
What is it? You know what I mean? Hey, for real. This is the thing about that. It can be done, right?
No, it can be done.
I know it can be done.
Okay.
But
it just can't be done consecutively.
Shit, bitch, you hit that. If
well,
you
wait,
hit that
wait, nah. No, that ain't answer the damn question because that's like one night stand.
Well, shit. It can be done then. You asked me, could you have
a one night stand? Don't count. Can you fuck somebody without catching feelings? Do you think that that's actually even possible?
I fucked a one night stand and didn't have feelings. So, are you asking?
Can you fuck somebody consecutively and not have feelings on the regular and not have feelings?
That's gonna be a tough.
And then what's on the regular though? Because on the regular could be, but shit,
Monday, Tuesday.
But that's on the regular to me. Like on the regular, it's every other day, not once a week. Bitch, you come around 4 times out the month, maybe 5 times out the month. We got 30 days in here, so are you really on the regular? But what the fuck ever?
It just depends on your regular.
That's why I say.
Me personally, I'm gonna say this. Maybe, but it really depends on going into it if you already are set up to like somebody.
You just said it depends on if you like the person or not.
Thing about it is, you cannot like a motherfucker at all and be surprised with ta-da, motherfucker, because just because you don't like them before, you all have sexual relations. Don't mean that you might not get that whole wop bop bop that bop. Woo! What the hell was that that just happened? You might get some of that, and so you might wake up in some feelings, or you might eventually catch feelings. But communicating all that calculation, that's gonna speed them way far out. Ain't supposed to have feelings. They're gonna speed that shit way up like jet speed. Okay. But it can be done, but that is one of those things that may be spaced out enough and left enough, have your own parameters up, tall on the border fences. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll work, but at some point in time, I feel like there's going to be levels to like at any point.
Do you want this to be the final question?
I don't know. It's getting kind of hot in the road. So okay. I had a flashback.
You still didn't answer the question though.
I didn't answer the question. It can't be done.
No, do you want this to be the last question? I haven't answered that question yet.
So to the man. Yeah, we got 2 more questions. Let's make it 2. I think I'm good for 2. Might have to smoke because these questions get hot.
Do you think a man and a woman can actually be friends?
Hell yeah. They can be friends. If you're a friend to begin with. Both. Everybody got them. Everybody got real homies. And everybody got real homies that got real intentions. And then you got fake homies. You have homies
and you have associates. Or you have real friends and then you have associates.
Well, not because, see, I got to classify it like that. Because if you got a real friend that's just a real friend, then you got the real friend that might have real hidden intentions. You might not even know that shit was ever there. So
you think the opposite sex can actually be friends?
I think they can be friends. But the thing about it is, once any exposure to the sunlight happens.
What you mean exposure to the sunlight? They both supposed to be just friends.
If they just friends.
So what's exposure?
They can be friends. But the moment a friend of any shape, form, or fashion walk through the wild jungles of Zamunda and get off track of friendship, that friendship is going to struggle.
It's null and void at that point.
It's going to struggle. Because a motherfucker gonna still want to be friends, but they still don't want to be like, so hi, tell your dad to call. It's still gonna, like, it's still gonna be. They might be masking real good, and sometimes with masking it can be suppressed. But if it's ever entertained, then you got a whole balance beam that's off.
Why is you so pissed?
Yeah, but honestly, in real life,
honestly.
yeah, in all honesty, in real life format, there can be opposite sex friends, and it can real deal. Yeah, you can take that juice. Don't worry about that. Shout it. Y'all can be friends because that shit does exist, and I just think it's one of those things where you have to be kind of smarter than I was, for real. Because
I really wasn't taking no shots. But then,
I mean, she.
James,
You had to be a little more cautious and a little more smarter than I did, because what happens to friends is sometimes the friends don't believe the friends might like them. And your friend might be displaying those likable motherfucking actions and bribe motherfucking
then you get a
daylight.
girlfriend like me to be like, fuck that shit. You gotta cut that.
And even if you don't get one of those, if you the bitch on the other side of the table, like, you got to recognize that shit just like I missed it. I missed it because I was like, ain't no way in hell. And there was a way in hell. When I found out, I no longer had a friend. So bitches do the same shit. But
do you think it's
some
fucked up?
bitches,
Like, motherfucker, if I don't like you like that, how you mad at me because I don't want to fuck with you?
but see, it's one of
So
those.
you just quit talking to me. Fuck our friendship, fuck everything.
It's one of those things where that's still fucked up to me. But at the very same time, I'd rather have you take your ass and go on. You know what I mean? Than to still be trying to perpetrate and be my friend after the gig is up.
You can sit on it.
He said, it's gonna work, player. I don't know if it's gonna work. It damn sure won't work out. But once you recognize the difference in that friendship, if that friend is a friend, you can have a conversation like I thought I was having, and still have a friend afterwards. But if that shit is not accepted on the other end, you will notice, because your friend will fall so far away you won't even know they exist. Like they probably been cloned and moved their damn self. Or your friend will be a pop-up friend. Like, hey, here, wait for it. Hey, friend. That type of shit. Because they gotta try to put themselves back in there. And the more space they put between your communications, maybe them trying to put their self back into a line to be a friend. But if it's taking them that long to get to having some type of communication with you, chances are that friend is a washout. That's a washout friend. They know that they'll never get there. They still, but you hear from them every 2 weeks, every so often, and it's brief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta know them when you see them. Most of us won't, because we think they're friends.
I'm finna read all of it.
Oh shit! This nigga ain't got no sense, right? But I do think it can exist. Like, for real, for real. The problem is, that's the ultimate argument in society, aside from marriages, probably, and racial issues. But can the opposite sex be friends? Like, you hear that on daytime talk shows and shit. You know what I mean? Because that's a real thing. There are too many insecure people, and there's too many people who have.
I believe that shit. Like, some people really do just be friends. Need to be somebody insecure about it. I don't believe a man and a woman can be friends. I've been here this long that I have never actually had a genuine friend that wasn't trying to fuck, or when they realized that they couldn't fuck, they just disappeared and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was like of the opposite sex. So I don't know if you could be friends if you are unattractive or what the fuck a motherfucker gotta be. to have real, actual, genuine friends that's not trying to fuck them.
Yeah,
because I have never had it in my life, so that's why I don't.
And that was my next
experience.
Yeah, that was my next person.
The next person was what?
Is the person that don't believe it because of experiences. You know what I mean? So you got people that are insecure that may have experiences, and then you got people that's just like, hell no, because they don't want to. They're not gonna walk into that same shit over and over again. It's a cycle, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens with, like what Bay said. So let's just say Bay with that shit, right? And let's say I came around and I be a friend. If I don't know that's where she is, or if she never said that's how I feel, I'm gonna be like, hey, this the home, woo, woo, woo. And Bay gonna be looking at that shit side eye. That's where communication. Yeah.
Just because they're side, it doesn't mean that's what the fuck I'm gonna feel like for. I do for me, that shit really didn't work.
They don't like. I got homies that's like they have no male friends, and she do have male friends, but she gets put in a spot where now you gotta choose. And so you know what I mean? It's a basket of these type of people, those type of people, and those type of people. But all of that stems from somebody in a doing goofy shit. Now it's not being funny, but I don't believe I can get pulled over and make it home because I done experienced it and been cloned, and I'm sitting here talking to you. But it's because of what I've seen from other people's experience. Just about getting home if I get pulled over. Seen on repeat in life showed me that situation well. Friends, you know what I mean? You're not going to be right because you're not looking at this person like them being on your phone all the time, or them popping up, or y'all kicking it. You're not thinking. You thinking this is like shit. We've been all the while. The homies way in Laker opportunity present itself, and boom. So all of those people, the categorize can they or can they not? Every logical to me reason. You get what I'm saying? So that was a good one. Relationship topic. One of for real. What else you got? Because I said I'm good for. What? Just because she said she didn't have another topic. Shit. Shit. See that she got something she can throw in the mix.
Well, what is your question, Jay? You have any questions based on any of my topics?
Let me think about it, Shy. What you back to this music and frequencies? Feel about that?
I believe the shit.
Do you? What about the? Let's get away from the anger emotions.
I believe that it can actually heal your body. I believe they actually did that back in the day.
So the songs that people hear that make them cry, it's a reason why that song makes somebody cry. Not just the memory of somebody, but the frequency.
No, but it's the frequency that brings up the fucking emotion.
The memory.
They like this shit is like studied like scientifically with humans and stuff like that. It has been heavily researched.
Yeah.
Some people don't look at people beginning days like all these motherfuckers that get these. So make it make sense. They still sit here and be doing research and development on Tesla, research and development on science, a lot of shit. Shit that down. Have you seen the girl that have some type of too, but for 20 years. Like, we both.
Forget it's been somewhere we put that somewhere in the podcast.
Yeah, it was like somewhere overseas. I don't want to say China, but somewhere overseas where a motherfucker is really literally keeping. Yeah, because if you drop it down to a certain temperature, the body and shit like that, you can preserve that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could take the same shit like with plants and other stuff like the DNA and stuff like that, and preserve it, make it multiply and shit like that.
And you know,
so it's not if they can clone. If they can do this nanotech, nanobiology, nano any of this shit, and make them reproduce itself for fucking times, why the fuck they can't do that with humans?
And that's what I was gonna tell you when you brought up that fact. You were a good point on National Geographic, I think it was. That was showing how the rainforest froze over, right?
Is that important?
Nah.
Don't tell me. There's some paper up there.
Where?
Up there on top of the thing, just fucked up.
Dang, I gotta get up.
Okay. You is lazy.
So check this out. When the rainforest froze over on this episode I watched, the frog actually lake, right? Found him a little nest spot, boom, froze with the lake. As that lake started to unthaw, that frog started to unthaw and his heart started beating again.
Really?
That is just to mention, but that is one of those things to where I think all of those wonders that started from. Because a lot of this stuff is just stuff that they see and they don't understand.
Well, what made them do it for it to even be a wonder, though? You know what I'm saying?
What made them do it was
the frog.
Well, no, the frog actually was living there. That's how he adapted to his environment. So they're like, if a frog could adapt to that environment, because think about it. Let me tell you what that does. That, to me, turn anything people have said to us. It comes down to the Ice Age, right?
Yeah.
The world froze over. Dinosaurs froze. It was so cold, everything died. Based on years, that's some bullshit. Y'all froze them animals. Y'all froze them giants, burnt them, killed them because that's to Jurassic Park. That's the only I could invade them because see, America is good for invading people's territories. So if these things, this ice age and froze, when everything began to unthaw, you found nothing. They froze to death. At a very frigid temperature, maybe. But if you got people on ice for 20 years, I know good and hell well, as much as y'all try to preserve everything else around this bitch. Yeah. I know this is bullshit right there. People, they have other shit we got. Liquid nitrogen. Mm-hmm. Cryo.
It can be used to remake shit, but plants, why can't you see?
Well, it can't. Oh, the preservative future use. That's crazy. Make them. Similar to these for humans. This is known as cryopreservation. Cryogenesis. Well, like I said, y'all sometimes, have to get up early in the morning.
So these are the sounds that come up with the sound, whatchamacallit.
So
wait, is this one? What is it called? The healing sound, so we just start with that. It tells you, see, it's DNA and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the crying song. There's a lot of stuff going on around to really pay attention to. And the crazy part is making sound. This is where you hear peaceful sounds in nature.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit that we
like
use
the
to
manifestation. Yeah.
Think about nature is the biggest living thing in the universe. And outnumbers us, but they make their own music. Here right now, crickets.
But it's kind of like how cows and chickens and animals don't need no alarm clock because they are in tune with the earth and they are in tune with the natural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also believe in how some people, we were just talking about this stuff earlier, how people harvest people energies and be doing other shit with it, or good or bad.
Yeah, like I feel like the sounds that nature make, they might relax us, but I guarantee they doing something out there with nature. It's just the only thing that I know that will, so we can get deposits from somewhere else over here to fertilize something. So these bees and these can fly over here and lay pollinated. I mean, like nature is really doing, and I think people are using what we call technology. Is really going on outside right now. You see going that they have to figure out how we can use it. You know what I'm saying? Nature refreshes water and all of the water and sunlight. And guess what you're doing now? You got water in your house. You got water in bottles, however you tend to want to drink it. You got solar panels on your roof, right? You got all of these things that, is used in nature. I guarantee watching animals that have hooves and hard calluses on their paws running through this damn jungle with thorns this big and never have a thorn in their foot type thing is why we came up with shoes. It's a lot of what we do is that. Wow. It just don't life, y'all. It's kind of crazy. Been that way, so I can't say that. I don't know. I think technology itself is moving. That's a whole another live. I'm pretty sure we can that. But we talked about relationships. Y'all need to watch that. Watch Tyrone. What other ones? This is a Netflix catch up. Lucifer. What is the one with old girl in it that we watched? Issa.
Insecure.
Insecure. I picked out some other good ones that we watched too, but start right there because Lucifer gonna have you there for a while, and that shit is. I know what the title sound like, but trust me, if you watch it,
Lucifer is actually not even fucking
that
Lucifer.
shit fun.
It's somebody else, but
that shit's fun. Go watch that. Go watch that. Definitely go watch Insecure.
We'll say, but ended corny as fuck. But
They really did. Blacklist is jumping. Always a big jump.
Blackish was funny. What's that song?
Upshot. Yeah. Gotta watch the Upshot.
And then that thing that Angela Bassett played in the fire department. I'm not sure.
911 was good.
I think it's now. Is it 911? It can't be. Was it Miami?
Lone Star is all right. Lone Star is it ain't grew on us, but we watched it. Blue Bloods is cracking. I gotta catch it when I order SVU because
I don't know. Some of that stuff be good, and some of it's like they kind of section it off during COVID, and it's like, bro, if you miss an episode, bitch, you lost.
Spoiler alert: Benson is dead. I think I seen that, so now I got to figure out what the hell happened to her, Miss Bang Bop. Got to figure out what happened to her. And I don't even know what episode it happened. So I really want to go and catch up what the hell happened. So yeah, then Stablers.
Yeah.
This show. It's a lot of shows to watch. Something other than this drama bullshit going on and laugh or
We gotta look at Andy.
something.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing.
Well, never mind. I just don't even want to be here. Like, we already almost 2 hours in here.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
What do you think about her?
That could rap that you sent me. I don't really think that was the chick that could rap to me.
That's endorsed. Oh, what's this?
Really? All I seen was like,
They say her shit's supposed to be like Andy, but it reminded me to check it out.
Yeah. But
She did it just to stand out, though. I really feel like she only came out there for the stand. What would have made you different from any of these other bitches?
because when Carrot Top did that, he stood out, and then he just can't believe she's been endorsed to be. Well, that's something I have to catch up on.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, I can't think of no other topics at the
What is it? Appreciate you, Snag. The other people that's in here watching, they didn't play, whatever. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Don't know when we're gonna go live again. Not gonna stunt. This is live on 3 channels. Miss Deidre Thompson, Jay's Place TV, of course, unlocked, so you can go watch the repeat if you want to.
I'm gonna try to put my foot in my mouth. Let's do a 5-all-week challenge.
How long will the live gonna be? And when are we gonna go live?
We're gonna go live for an hour to an hour and a half.
We'll be cooking it.
I might. So, you down for the challenge?
I guess.
I'll get us all 10:30 to
All 3 channels or your channel?
add a little flavor to it. Let people know we back in this bed. Yeah. That's my.
Well, with that being said, deuces.